welcome to today's episode of Danes and Dice. I'm Toby, your Dungeon Master. This is episode number 12, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by these amazing people!
And we're all here.
Let's do a quick round of introduction, starting with Seek.
Hi, my name is Mikkel. I'll be playing the Satyr Seek, the Sorcerer.
That's cool. And my name is Marcus, and I will be playing the half-orc fighter Dom Grimdale.
My name is Frederick, and I will be playing Kevin Riddlewood, the Dwarven Monk level 3.
Fabulous.
My name is Julian, and I will be playing the Tiefling Wizard Barzoom.
And my name is Emil, and I will be playing Dimple Grimdale, who is the half-orc brother of Dominic Grimdale, also known as the Gonkk. He's a bard in level 3.
And not like half-brother, but half-orc.
I'm not a bard.
And
That's
how
what you said.
about if
Brother Orc.
Kevin explains to us what happened in the last session?
Mayhem!
Yeah, that was it. No, we went back to the bar after having a bit of a quarrel about whether or not to report a dead body that we found in a cellar, but that was session 10, I believe. So we got back. When we got back, we needed to deliver the message that somebody had been murdered by rats, and Seek volunteered to go in subtly and get someone to deliver that message, and he did that by doing this lovely Scottish accent. It was great! Wonderful! After that, we went in. Gonkk had a bit of a chat with a lovely fella who had been playing at the Athels, and proposed that he maybe could play the next night. Basoon wanted to join the fun and found his instrument, the Whispering Cymbal, which when played makes this very, 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 very big explosion.
Sound.
Sound, yeah, of course, yeah. An exploding sound, I'd say. And now the whole city knows that there was an explosion, but nobody knows who did it. And after that, we went to Hugo Reft, the head of the Duck Hands. And we spoke to him. He's a racist bastard.
They're all bastards.
And Hugo employed both Gonkk and Dominic to do some work for him. The non-half-orcish people decided to go elsewhere, so we went to the library. That's where we're at. Oh, of course, I forgot to say, Gonkk made the concert of a lifetime. Dancing lights and everything. You carried boxes.
And he started a fight with his drum.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
concert
true.
of a lifetime so far.
Oh,
yeah.
It's because you're getting killed.
Well, that is what happened in the previous episode. Now, let's get to this one. Let's play some D&D. We start today's session down by the docks, where Dom is currently busy carrying boxes
Still?
from A to B, from inside the warehouse down to the docks and the piers themselves, ready to be carried out into the world, essentially.
Yeah.
And as you go about your business, make a perception check.
All right. First time's the charm. Yeah. Oh, 13.
You notice two people down by the dock, one of them being one of the harbor workers, or one of the dockhands, and the other person being a person whose tunic you recognize as the bargeman of Primor. They have the same symbol as the tunics you're wearing, but his is a little more flamboyant, is not the right word, but it's just a little more details.
Fancy.
And you know these people to be the ones that whenever a pram leaves the dock or the harbor itself, it's under the bargeman's supervision. So they're essentially kind of the toll and maritime safety, I guess you can say, within the Primor area. And then once they reach, or once they go outside the area, either they're on their own, the people on the prams, or they're being kept safe by other people. You don't necessarily know that. But you know that as long as they're within the kind of the perimeter of Primor, it's the bargemen of Primor who are the ones to make sure everything goes as supposed to on the water.
Makes sense.
And you overhear them having a discussion between one another. One of them going, "Yeah, we've had an issue with our prams getting stuck, and we can't quite seem to find out what's causing it." And the other, these are both half-orcs, by the way. And the other one.
Do they also have tusks, jewel or something?
You can see that the person who is wearing the same as you, one of the dockhands does, the other one doesn't touch it. The silver tips is what.
Yeah, the silver tips. That's one I.
Yes, the dockhand does, but the bargeman does not.
All right.
And you kind of did you stand still to overhear this conversation, or do you just keep on?
I think I'm gonna like just walk, but a bit slower. Like, but not like standing still with the
You
box.
don't hear much more, other than obviously the dockhand trying to figure out so what's wrong. But you hear someone yelling from inside down his direction. And he yells. He yells.
Yeah.
He yells.
You, George?
Urugar, get back to work! And he kind of puts the box down, just nods his head to the bargeman, and comes back walking kind of in your direction up towards the warehouse.
All right. I'm gonna keep walking, but I try to like identify who those two are, like Uruka. Was that the name?
Yeah, it's clearly the person with the dockhand who was the one called back to the warehouse to continue his work. And you notice that the person yelling at him was a guard standing outside, the one that you met. Or not guard, but the supervisor you met.
Oh yeah, the one in the warehouse I met.
Exactly. Who's not Hugo.
Yeah. All right. I'm Gonkk was his name, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna keep walking with the boxes for the rhythm.
You keep on working down the docks for a while longer. It is in the afternoon, and you came here kind of midday, so it's not because you've been here for a very long time. But you.
I'm thinking about what I would like to know from Hugo Reft, if he's willing to talk to me, and
As you continue your work, we hop on over to another part of town where there's currently a brawl going on, and in the middle of this brawl, we have we kind of just fade a little further down the street as we enter the.
Do I hear the noise from?
No, it's. You have no clue what's going on.
Down.
What's that drumming?
We're met pretty stereotypically by just this big front window facing towards the harbor being smashed by someone being tossed through it, and inside in the very back of this room we have a bard who is currently sitting playing his drum to the best of his abilities while also making a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm sure I
It's
am.
gonna be good.
Oh, 8.
8. You sit and you
fall asleep.
very, very focusedly playing your drum, and you just see a bottle coming flying straight towards your head, but you kind of duck your head down, and while doing so, you're sitting on this bar stool essentially. And I don't know about your balance, but a half orc on a tall bar stool, you don't fall, but you kind of slide off the chair for a second, and your music stops for literally a second or two. But you also kind of feel that people are like,
Ding, 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 ding.
and as soon as you start the fighting starts again. This music you're playing does something to
The drum of fighting.
To the people in here. You see.
It's the bloodlust.
You see this fight just continuing, and it never really there's a lot of punching, a lot of headbutting, a lot of pushing and shoving, but there's no weapons being drawn, there's no nothing until a few moments later where you can tell the barkeep just yells out, "That's enough, everyone!" And people kind of stop fighting. And now you find yourself in a kind of situation where people are surprisingly helpfully kind of lifting up or helping up each other and kind of high-fiving, "Oh, you land some good punches too," and stuff like that. Everyone's just like, kind of like after the bell rings in a boxing match. Good fight. People are kind of putting the chairs back up, putting the tables back up. You can see the person outside the window kind of getting up on his legs, maybe a little more hurt than you'd hoped that he would be after this.
Is this your tooth?
And this is essentially only extremely big people with very buff people, or really small people who are just incredibly nimble. But you don't notice. I mean, make a perception check.
Your kinsman.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
That was me.
Oh shit!
The
Oh,
number
it's
counts.
It's under you.
Oh,
Would you like another one?
It's cat.
No, I like my
does the
dice.
number count?
No,
Oh.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
was 18.
God damn! Perception. Perception.
Yeah.
Plus. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for changing up everything. Perception is 14.
You notice that while people are kind of busy helping one another back on their feet, no one, you don't notice any dwarves, you don't notice any halflings either. There are a few humans who just aren't that tall, but you don't notice anyone but humans and half-orcs here. Everyone's kind of helping each other back up and getting back to it, and someone comes up to you going, "Oh, that was some fine drumming."
Thank you. Hey everyone, do you want some more?
And as soon as everyone is about to yell, "Yeah!" you can just tell the barkeep, "Oh, that's enough for today. That's enough for today. But do feel free to come back tomorrow." What was your name?
It's the Gonkk. Maybe you've heard of me.
Well, I'm sure everyone here will have heard of you after today. And people kind of get back back to what they were doing. They sit down, they drink their beer, and the barkeep pours a big beer, just comes up to you. "This one's on the house."
Thank you, Mr.
Nice.
Nigel.
Barkeep.
You have
Party.
His name is Bash.
Bash.
Thank you, Mr. Batch.
Bash.
Batch.
Bash.
B-A-S-H.
Bitch. Bash.
Just bash. You just said
What's
a
that
first
bash?
word.
And is he a half orc as well?
Yes, and you notice that he does not have these silver tips on his tusks, but as you look around the room, you kind of get your beer, you sit and you notice a lot of the other ones do.
Mr. Bash, can I ask you, those silver tusks?
Well, it's... I'm not really old for the flamboyant and kind of cosmetic looks. I like to think that looks aren't everything, but there's a group of young half-orcs here in town who seem to like these. And as you continue your talk, the person who talked to you initially kind of comes up. Yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
And kind of just fiddles with his tusks essentially while he's talking.
Like a mustache.
Still his mustache.
Say, would you like a pair of your own?
Would I?
And you make a perception check.
That's 5.
He kind of turns around and looks to the rest of the tavern and just yells out, "Looks like we have a new silver tusk in town!" And the bar goes wild again, and as they all stand up and start cheering, one person you just notice accidentally kind of elbows the beer out of someone else's hand, and in a split second, literally everyone
But there's no music this time.
Right now there's no music.
Yet.
It's like the Western.
Well, I guess I'm not a part of the fight.
Not yet.
I pick up my loot. And am I at the bar?
You are standing by the bar right now, judging people.
Could I
With a beer.
stand on top of the bar? Would that be possible?
Probably have to duck maybe a little with your head, but you can stand up there. There's not that high to the roof.
I guess I sit up on the bar with my loot. And I start playing my finest tunes.
As soon as you start playing the lute, everyone just stops and looks at you. No! The drum!
But this is the great gift of music.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
So close.
Nat 20.
You just see a beer coming flying at your face, and you grab it.
Can I squeeze that bottle?
It is a glass. So yes, but it will probably hurt.
Oh.
Your fingers, man.
Oh, my fingers, man. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna bottle it.
Yeah. As soon as you drink it, everyone just goes back to fighting and yelling like crazy people. And that's where we leave Gonkk for now.
Havard.
I love how there's a pen down now.
As we leave
the throne
as we leave the tavern and the bar fighting, we hop over to, I would say, probably the polar opposite of fighting as we enter the library of Cremant,
I grabbed my loot as well.
where everything is nice and calm, and our remaining 3 adventurers
can just
are
see
currently busy studying. You were given 2 books, 2 of which you are sharing between the 3 of you.
When did you get here?
I was walking behind you the entire time.
Oh,
Didn't you see me eating
were
that?
you invisible again?
No. Just very sneaky.
New talent.
Oh yeah.
You sit with the 2 books. Do you remember the names of the books?
Families of Am and History of Cremor.
Yes. You would know this as well. You sit and you read the books, and I am not going to give you a whole book worth of information, but these are the 2 books that were given to you by Sandy.
Yeah.
And you know that Sandy is the lady who did not want to give her name to Gonkk yesterday.
Ah, Miss.
Miss, exactly. And as you sit here and read through, who was reading which book. It doesn't matter. You're all reading all the books.
It says here that.
What you find out initially is, and I'm just going to read it as it's stated. It's kind of in notes in these books. It's just imagine a big family tree, or whatever you call it in English, like a big heritage list, where there's a little info on some of the different people there. There's not a whole lot on the Danahirs, but it does say that the family first came to fame when the leader, Renan Danihir, was appointed the Iltach of the Council of Six.
Appointed Iltarch.
Iltarch of the Council of Six. After his disappearance, his son Mikhail Danihir took over the role as head of the family and has, since his father's presumed passing, focused the family business on trading and exporting goods to and from Amn from the family hometown of Esparta.
Can you send this to us?
I will send this.
So idiotic to write.
Mikhail, it's the son. Council 6. Yes.
I'm going to
No,
continue.
Silver tips.
With his
Silver
successful
tusks.
business, he rose to become the Tesarch of the Council of Six, a position which he still controls today. That is what you read in the books about the Danahirs.
Is that the families of Am then?
Yes.
Perfect.
You sit here for a while, kind of looking through the books, finding out. And this is not all on just one page. This is kind of bits and pieces you have found from different parts of the book. And Sandy comes down to you and just asks, do you need help with anything, or do you have all you need?
The Council of Six, what is that?
The Council of Six are I suppose you could say, the governing body of the whole Amn region. So the 6 people who are, I guess you'd say, in control of the region. We don't have there's no king in this area. We do have, obviously mayors in the various towns and different rich families, but the Council of Six are the ones in charge of it.
And who is in charge now?
The Council of Six.
Yes, but the Tesarch of the Council of Six, who's that now?
Oh, that would be Mikhail Danihir.
Oh, still?
Yeah. He, at least there's.
That's what I read here. I was just questioning you.
Oh no, that's I remember. Yeah, he is.
It's a very recent book, this one.
Oh, yeah.
He is
Written yesterday by Sandy.
There's You want a signature? It's not often that the Council of Six are changed.
Oh, okay.
It's usually,
But how can you be the Tesarch of that and have been vanished for 3 months?
Oh no! His father vanished. That's a long time ago now. I suppose that's many years ago. But his son Mikhail took over the business, and do you want me to send it to you, Kevin, so you can read it for yourself? Because I said that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
There's people in it, and they have different areas of expertise.
Yeah, there are different roles, I guess you could say, within. Some are in charge of trade, some are in charge of kind of the more law-based things. That would be the Tesarch, in charge of kind of the judicial branch of the government, and also that's usually, I suppose you'd say, kind of the contact person for other families to come to if they want to talk to the council, or if they have anything they want to have brought up on the council, then they would usually go to the Tesarch to find out. And then you have the Iltach, who is the I suppose you could say the information gatherer, the kind of the person in charge with, knowing what's going on, knowing things.
That sounds like someone we should talk to. Is it possible to actually...
Well, he has his father filled this role when
Before
he
he
was on the
vanished.
council. But I mean, yes, and that is again. If my memory serves me right, that's 25, 30 years ago now. And then his brother, his son, sorry, Mikhail, came up and took over. Initially as his father's role, the Iltach, but he was more of a business person. He wanted to do trading instead of kind of this whole information gathering thing, and I suppose that went pretty well for him, considering that he's now the Tesark.
Perfect. And then the other three would be
The other
the trade, the law, the judge.
To be honest with you, I don't deal so much with the council, but one moment.
This is a moment.
There would be. You would have the Mysak, who is kind of the, I suppose, the senior council member, the one who has the last say, the leader, I suppose. You could say kind of, and yeah, the more the big authority member. Then you have the Tesark, as I mentioned. You have the Namak, who is the tertiary office member. Kind of, again, I mean, the trade and everything, that would be the Namak. Then you have the Iltak, I talked to you about before. And then you have the Pomak, who is the second last member, I suppose. That's more, I guess, kind of tax-related things and whatnot. And then you have the Dahanak, the last person, who would be the one instead of I suppose he or she would be the one in charge of military and guards in the various towns and things like that. They don't actually function as a member of the army, but you know, just the ones who kind of supervise and that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I think that will be all for now. Thinking you don't have any books about the Feywild, do you? Might be a wide request.
No. Okay. Not to my knowledge. I can see if I can find something.
Sure,
but
perfect.
I don't have the time to do it right now. But I mean, I suppose I can look at Feywild. Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Just if you have the time.
Anything else from the two of you? You all set? I'm sorry there isn't more information on the Danihirs, but as you can read, it's limited. I mean, while the family is pretty well known in the region as a whole, they haven't had that much business in Cremor.
Are any of these arcs, are they here in Cremor?
No. No, the majority of them are in Athkatla, in the capital. And then, of course, you have Mikhail, who is in the Spurta. But other than that, no, they would all be in Athkatla, unless if they're around. I mean, they're never really in one place. They travel a lot. They only really meet for, well, yeah, the meetings on the council.
So on more local matters, you know, a broader perspective than just Cremor.
Yeah.
Who do we need to talk to? We have some things we need to ask people who know something.
Well, I mean, it's a very difficult question to answer, but if you people who know about town,
The
I mean,
region
if you can't find the information here in the library, then I suppose you could try and see if you could get counsel with some of the families here in Cremor. Do you know of the families?
No.
Here? They don't all have the biggest, what do you say, functions in town, but you have the Krimwald family. Their mansion is not too far from here. Then you have the Opal family. As far as I know, the Opals have made a pretty exclusive deal with town, so they're the ones in charge of spices and stuff like that, like kind of exotic things.
Yeah.
What
So
else
would
do
they
we
be?
have?
Would they come and would they be traveling to and from Espurta as well?
I don't know if they would. Maybe members of the family would. I'm not. I mean, I don't know what they do. Then you have the last one is the Cry Trappers, I suppose, would be the last family. And they, yeah, I think they. I mean, this is a trading city, so I think they're probably involved with trading as well. But no, other than that, I'm afraid I can't give you a whole lot more info. It is just those families who are really the ones who have made names for themselves. Anyway, there could be other families who do things, but none that I know of.
So do you know of anyone who has like knowledge of the region as a whole and gathers information on this part of Am?
I can't come up with anyone specific. Who, I mean, I'm sure if you talk to the mayor, he probably knows the region, but I am afraid I'm not sure how I could ever imagine you getting counsel with the mayor. I don't mean no disrespect, but I know other people of very high nobility have been waiting weeks and months to ever even have a brief conversation with him. He's a very busy man.
Yeah. And if you were to get a message to the mayor,
I can tell you already, I would never even know where to begin.
okay,
Um,
you have to tomorrow.
I will find out.
And I will kill you.
No, I'm afraid I don't know. I mean, I just work here in the library.
You've been of great help already,
Yes,
Sandy.
I try as
Thanks.
best as I can.
That's very good.
And I'm sorry if you got off on the wrong foot. Your friend was just being kind of
Mighty weed.
weird.
He is.
And I didn't know what your business was. And
Mm.
but again, if apparently you know Melvin, and he has said you could come in here. So if there's anything you need, you can always come back. And if there's something you need me to look up, I suppose I can see what I can do, and then give me a couple of days, and yeah, I'll see what I can fetch for you.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good, thank you.
If you happen to stumble over anything about people falling asleep after seeing lights, I mean, even if it's stories or myths, if you
Falling asleep after seeing lights.
The
Yeah.
green lights.
green lights, yeah.
It could be in lore or fairy tales.
I'll look out for it, but I wouldn't even know where to begin looking.
makes sense.
We are in the same boat then.
Well, I hope you have good luck with finding these lights,
Thank you so much.
whatever it is you
Thank
are in
you.
pursuit of. I will have to get back to my work.
Yes, of course.
I can see there's a line
Yes.
out there, so I'll tend to them. And if there's anything else, please come to the entrance, and I'll see what I can help you with.
Great,
Thank
thanks.
you. I just remembered we were supposed to meet that mage guy at the inn today. Should I go?
What?
Mage guy? You remember the?
Santalas?
Yeah, Santalas Rest. She had a friend that would come to the inn today.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna run over there
Yeah.
to Santalas and
Yeah,
so.
what could he tell us about? Do we know?
No, we told her the story and
Yeah.
she just said she might have someone that might
Alright.
know something. And
Good.
so I'm gonna run over there. Okay.
Alright.
I'll see you there back at the inn.
Yeah, we'll be right there.
Yeah.
Kev, I mean, we've been looking a lot into this family, the Dennehy's, and I'm just kind of, just seems like they're so far away from everything. I kind of feel like maybe it's not,
It's not
I mean,
right.
in this city it seems like their empty offices is just, you know, like a front, like a place for the bad guys to use. So do you really think that it's the right thing to investigate? Keep investigating?
I think it's maybe just because we don't have any other leads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there.
But maybe we should go and actually try and talk to someone from that local family.
Yeah.
If they've traveled to or either that, or actually try to get someone to speak with us at a mayor's office somewhere.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out, why would the bad guys had all those uniforms and everything? Like they wanted to get in the city, so I guess like what we're looking for should be in the city, right? We shouldn't be looking to go to
It's just
the other
strange that
cities.
Nobody has heard of this.
Yeah.
Nobody has heard of disappearing children.
Yeah, I guess
What do you reckon?
all the children have been taken from the outside, and I guess the only people that come from the outside are the people that come with their carts, right?
Yeah, merchants.
And so if no children from the city has been taken,
No, doesn't seem like it. What do you reckon?
I just get a sense that maybe we need to work a bit more with the halflings that we met. I mean, they were kind of shady, and I think if we keep working for them, we might get
Some kind of information.
into the underground of this city, a place where
I wouldn't
we'll
mind,
be able to get.
disrupting that Yugo Ref person.
He was, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what can we do about him? Because he wasn't.
Make a perception check with of you.
All of
You see a box.
I rolled a 2.
You don't see a box.
you see the ground because you tripped with the box.
In the water.
11.
19.
As you sit and continue your conversation and names are mentioned and different things are said, you notice a young, not a boy, but a young man, clearly overhearing what you're talking about. And as you notice kind of him out of the corner of your eye, he initially kind of tries to back off and away behind a bookshelf, but then kind of comes out realizing that, oh my god, I got spotted. And he comes up to you. It's a human, male.
Hello.
I couldn't help but hear what you guys were talking about. And I don't mean to. And then as soon as he's kind of trying to continue talking, you see Sandy kind of looking around the corner.
Roll initiative.
Nope.
Make a name.
Sandy going.
You see. Wait, what?
What did I write?
Yeah, what did
This
my
name?
What was my note?
Gandalf?
No.
You see Sandy looking around the site and go, Howard, just leave them alone. They have enough on their plate.
Sandy,
He's-
it's
yeah,
quite alright,
Sandy.
Sandy. Don't worry.
He's just always so.
Doesn't matter. It's just fine.
It's fine. We were just reading.
Okay, but if he becomes,
Of course.
tell
No problem.
him to go back to
Of
work.
course. Don't worry.
Of course, we can help him.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just put up the books. That's
Wow.
and if you really want to put up books, you're welcome to help me. But I couldn't help but hear what you were talking about with Hugo Ref
Yes.
and
And the dogs.
and halflings too. And I can't help but think that maybe what I'm thinking is also what you're thinking.
What are you thinking?
Well, you see, the thing is, I've been thinking, and I know I'm not very old, but all the books, every single book I write always talks of Cremor, the city of no thieves, of Cremor, the town with no crime, and that if you're a criminal, you better never come to Cremor. I mean, that's even a saying in one of the old books. And now, I mean, we're hearing about people getting pickpocketed. We're hearing about different brawls and bars and different things going on in the streets. And I can't help but think that maybe something has changed
Oh.
since there was never crime before.
How long ago?
When-
Do you remember how long ago
It
it's
hasn't
been like
been
this?
a very long time, but I just can't help but wonder if maybe some things are happening, and between the three of us, I shouldn't have access to this, but I saw some files the other day, and a lot of the people that are getting arrested for these different things are half-orcs. So it's just. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble with anything or
Of course
or
not.
anything. It's just I've just found it really weird, and now you guys. I've never really heard anyone else talk about it before,
Yeah.
and you weren't being
That is
that
weird.
quiet, and you're talking in a. I just couldn't help but hope that
No, of
maybe
course.
you could help me as well in understanding what's going on.
It's I'm sorry if I'm intruding, but what kind of files? Is it just you know? What kind of files? Let us help you with those books.
Yes, please come with me. And he kind of brings you around the corner to another bookshelf, and there's this wagon with books, and he just starts putting them up. You don't have. I can do the books. Just walk with me. And he slowly kind of walks, and every once in a while he just stops to put up a book.
Brooke was here.
I met Mr. Prowl. He came in to get some things, and one of his files fell out of his his bag, and when I helped him get it, you see, I'm pretty good at recognizing things, and I just saw a lot of names that, well, they clearly weren't human names, and they can't have been dwarven names either, and the halflings always have these fun words in their names, so it couldn't have been them either. So I think it must have been half-orc names, a lot of them anyway.
Mr. Prowl, does he work at the jail or?
No, he's with the criminal guard.
Yes, all right. Yeah.
He's not in the jail. You haven't heard of Mr. Prowl before?
We just came to the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, Mr. Prowl, Leiden Prowl.
Leiden Prowl.
He is a very famous detective around here. Last year there was a thief in the market, and he caught him pretty much right as it happened. I don't know how he does this, but he's very good at solving crime.
Magic. Well, is it possible to? Is he at the?
Oh, he's a busy man, especially now with all the crime going on and everything.
I'm gonna pick up on the map, I think.
Yeah.
Just
Or like
you know,
crime
while he speaks.
Yeah, but I really, we shouldn't be talking too much about this here. And I don't think I should be talking too much about this at all. You can kind of see him kind of realizing that he's maybe talking a bit too much to people he's never met before. One of them being a tiefling, and he's totally underplaying never having met a tiefling before.
Just remember that was a tiefling.
Are you making me say all this stuff to you? Devil!
Where do you think it's most possible that we can meet this Mr. Prowl?
Well, when he's here, he's usually in the office, in the garrison, with the guard.
Okay.
So I would guess there, but I don't know how he works. I just know that he's very good at his job.
Does he have any assistants or?
I don't think anyone really has assistants.
Okay.
Not
Did
the
you-
guards anyway.
Did you have any idea what those names would belong to? You named a lot of races that it probably wasn't.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. It looked like half orc or orc names to me.
All right.
But I mean, I'm no expert on this. They weren't dwarf names. They weren't halfling names, and I don't think they were human names either.
All right.
So that's my best guess, but I'm not sure. And you can see he kind of every time somebody walks past, he goes and he's just book up on the shelf, and he's slowly starting to clearly put the books in the completely wrong spots now. As he's just
Howard? I don't think that's right.
I don't know if you would know, but in any case, he.
I wouldn't intelligence. Howard?
A book? I've read one of those once.
Is that a letter? I'm out.
He looks at you and says, I should really just get back to
Yes.
get
Thank you.
Of course.
to this.
Thank you,
And
Howard.
if you find out more, I suppose you know where to find me.
Yes.
And I will see what I can find out too.
Thank you.
And you see as he's talking to you and putting up some more books, not only does his wagon kind of run out of books to put up, but Sandy's also coming walking around the corner.
Yeah.
Hara, for one last time, what have I told you? Or what have I told you about talking to our guests?
Oh, sorry, I think we were actually the ones talking to Howard. We were just so...
Hara.
Howrah. No, sorry.
Howard.
Howard. Howrah. Okay. I'm
The
gonna change something in my notes.
Howard, yeah.
But yeah,
Yes, we
these guys
just-
are really nice.
Yeah, we were just helping him with his books, but
Yeah.
And
we're leaving.
okay, he does have quite a long work day ahead of
course.
him, so if that's all right with you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you
she
so
kind of
much.
turns around and kind of escorts him with her out to what looks like some sort of a back room where they have, as they open the door, you can just kind of see stacks and stacks of unsorted books. As we leave you in the, oh wait, what, I suppose you leave the library?
Yes, where do we go? I
Okay,
think we go into
We should maybe try to find
Mr. Lightenprow.
Mr. Lightenprow. Yeah, so to the garrison.
Yes.
As we leave, we hop on out into the open street, where Zeke is currently on his way back to. Currently on his way back to the tavern. And while you don't have the map with you, you have walked this walk a couple of times already. So you
think I have
make a survival. You find your way. It's pretty easy. It's up to the big street, up to the other big street, and
then to the street
you're
and the
home.
street, yes.
Down the street.
As you come back to the tavern, you see two guards posted outside the tavern, and they're still. I don't. Were you? Yeah, you hadn't left yet last time.
Yeah.
And he put up a kind of a closed sign, but he gave. Oh yeah, you have the key.
I have the key.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty lucky then. You kind of walk up the small stairs up to the entrance of the tavern, and as you are about to enter, the guards stop you and say, "What's your business here?"
Hi, I'm a resident here. I live here. I have the key, and the innkeeper gave it to me. You can see for yourself. I'm only here to just see.
And what is the name of the innkeeper?
Well, of course I remember that.
You know how to be.
His name is Athels. It's Athel.
Hendrix.
Kendrick Athel.
Yeah, what was his name? I think it was fucking the name of this tavern.
Minority Report.
And you can see as they kind of step back and you walk to open the door. They're very much looking at what you're doing. And as the door opens, they just kind of go back about.
Have there been any people come by in the few hours we've been away? We were expecting a guest.
Oh, you mean to the tavern?
Yeah, to the
Because
tavern.
he's just looking and you can just see an ocean of people walking up and down the streets as it has there been people
Has
walking
any people
past.
entered the
Yes.
city today?
Have you seen people?
1, 2, 3,
563.
Looking for a tabaxi.
No, there hasn't been anyone. The only guests at the tavern. Why?
We were, as I said, expecting a guest. We were instructed to meet us here at the tavern. But in that case, if no one's come by, can you please tell them to please wait here or find us maybe tomorrow instead, when the inn will open again.
And who should I say they're looking for?
They're looking for a satyr named Zeke and the rest of his gang.
And the other guy looks at him, kind of going, well, there ain't a whole lot of them around, so I suppose they'll know who to look for.
Exactly.
And he just and looks at you.
Perfect. I'm just gonna turn the key again and lock the door. And I guess I don't see anyone inside.
Do you go inside?
Yes.
I mean, do you? Were you gonna go inside?
Yeah, didn't I just unlock the key?
I thought you said you locked the door again, as if you were gonna leave again.
Well, yes, that's actually I'm gonna lock again and then head my way to Centaur's Rest instead.
Okay. You make your way over to make a survival check. That is not a trip you've had a whole lot of times.
No.
And it was raining.
And he's in a city without trees.
Use the
That
wild
too.
magic.
I'm in a city without trees.
Survival, that's just a 12.
12.
You make your way back towards what the direction you believe to be Zontalas Rest, but what felt like it wasn't that long a trip when you went from Zontalas to Aptos the first time around. It feels a little longer this time. So clearly you haven't walked in the same straight line you did when you had the map showing you where to go. And you kind of end up in this area where you see a couple of small taverns and just bars around. Make a perception check.
Oops.
That's a natural 20.
You notice that pretty much everyone who is in or at the bars are happenings.
Okay.
And not only that, but you see that as one of the happenings come out, he is wearing. Now you haven't had a whole lot to do with happenings before. You know that you're mayor in the locals are happening, obviously, and there's two more, I believe, if my memory serves me right. But you haven't had a whole lot of business with happenings in the past. But you notice that these two happenings coming out are wearing. Because it's a natural 20, I would describe it to you as I see it, but I hope it's worth a natural 20 to you because I might be describing it completely wrong.
They are wearing.
They are wearing a type of shoe, which is it's like a whole shoe, except where the toes are. Imagine if you have what are they called? They're super famous Danish sandals.
Birkenstock.
Yeah. So it's the same. You have like that big over the top, but the rest of it, like where the one by the toes is, the rest of it is a shoe. So imagine it's just a shoe where there's like breathing room for the toes, kind of.
Okay.
So it's not for working.
The two of them wearing that as they come. It's not something you find wild in any way or weird, but it catches your eye.
Yeah.
And as you see them wearing shoes like that, you notice that it's kind of a swing door into the bar you're looking at. You notice that quite a few of the ones inside the bar are wearing the same.
Okay.
It's a gang.
It's the welcome to London, boy. The halfling half shoes. Okay.
Everything is half. Pull out a saber.
And you make your way further down the street,
Halflings.
and you kind of see the gate, I suppose you could say, port into where someone's last was.
Okay, perfect. I'll go in.
Yeah. As you make your way on down and in, you once again enter this kind of vacuum of no noise at all.
No breathing space.
And you come in and just stand and look around, and you see the same person that greeted you the day before yesterday. Yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, hello again.
Hello. I'm here because the inn we're staying at is closed at the moment because of some loud bang.
I heard about the
Yes.
explosion.
So just that your friend, I don't know if you've already spoken to him to meet us there.
Oh, I believe Neilran went to see you a little while ago.
That's okay. Did you know when exactly? Was he here before?
Must have left. I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes
Okay,
ago.
I'll leave. Thank you so much. And I'll try to run as fast as I can back to the inn.
Shouting. Make a survival check. Disadvantage.
Oh no.
And that's a 10.
You make your way back to the tavern. Again, it's not a straight line, but considering the fact that you were running.
You were drunk.
No one was suspicious of the sprinting satyr from the city.
I'm drunk again.
That's a race you've never seen. Why is he sprinting?
Get him!
What's that? Speed?
You make your way back to the
Jeg må tage.
back to the tavern, and you see once again the same two guards standing out front.
Yeah.
And they see you coming. I don't suppose you sprint all the way up to the door.
Almost.
Or do you? Okay, well.
Like,
what's the hurry, son?
I was told that the person I'm supposed to meet is actually left Centralis West half an hour ago, so I think I was at the right place.
Well, there hasn't been anyone here since last you left.
Well, I might have taken a shortcut.
I was really fast.
I'll just. Well, he might come. So if there is a fine-looking gentleman called Neil.
Don't look at me.
Apparently a mage. If he comes and seeks us.
As you talk to the guards, you hear a voice saying, "Just come inside, I'm waiting for you." He wouldn't say it like that. He would say, "Just come inside, I'm waiting for you."
Perfect.
Stay a while and listen.
And as you look around, kind of stopping mid-sentence, you notice that the guards are just looking at you weirdly. And you recognize it as someone having just used message to talk to you.
Perfect. I'm just gonna let myself in. Thank you so much. Open the key and go inside.
As you go inside the tavern, you see the kind of out in the back. Not up against the wall, but sitting on one of the tables where you don't have direct line of sight from the windows is a person sitting there waiting. So you are the group I'm talking about.
Yes. Thank you so much for meeting us. Meeting me at the moment. All of the rest of my gang are. My peeps, my friends are out in the city doing different tasks and finding out information about the things we're researching. So.
Alma told me that you needed my help with something. Now he's the region too. That was not intentional. That was not intentional. But Newram is now from Norway.
Is that a...
This is gonna be a long conversation.
Is that a Neverwinter accent or?
Yes. I have been told I should work on variety in my accents.
Have you come?
I can't do that.
Have you guys seen that Norwegian Vikings spin-off?
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
great.
my god.
Is that one?
So funny.
Oh yeah.
Norsemen.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
Sponsored by Norsemen.
Oh,
Thank you, Mom.
And your name was Neil. Am I
Newram.
Neil Rem. Perfect. Neil, thank you so much for meeting me.
What was the issue?
Well, I was told that you are a person of magic interests.
I did just contact you without
Exactly.
talking.
Yeah. Me and my friends are here in town seeking some information about missing children that has been missing and gone missing from our village and other villages around us.
Mm-hmm.
And all the way here to Kremor from Little Oak, where we are from, we heard of multiple sightings and missing kids. And it seems to all stem from the what is the name of them?
Duck hands.
The dock
The
is something
Dennehirs.
to do with the dock hands and also about the Dennehirs.
Well, I don't know why the Duckhens would want missing children.
No, we neither. We don't either.
I have heard about children going missing though, and while it's not a matter I wanted to take on myself, I promised Omra that I would help where I could. So, is there anything in particular you need my help with?
Well, it's how can you say, it's when we arrived to the city, we rode in here on a carriage that belonged to the Dennehirs. And when we arrived at the station of sorts. We were sort of ambushed by a green light that made us all fall asleep, and it was the same green light that's been spoken about to other people.
This happened when?
The day before yesterday.
A green light.
A green light, yes.
Can you just a lantern? A flame?
We actually don't know. It was I don't remember.
Make
It
a
was a
remember check.
Make a history check to remember.
Natural 20. I still don't fucking remember.
It was it was. Well, there's nothing really more to tell than that we were discussing it, and they wanted us to deliver the
You were
cargo.
talking to this
Yes.
light.
Yes, it was as you did to us. You talked in our mind, so to speak.
Would you mind showing me?
Sure.
With the rain of thunder.
no, it's raining again.
And I'll.
Do you
This is London.
have a room in this establishment?
Yes.
Well, I am afraid I can't
another
help
one.
a lot.
Can
I
I come
don't
to the
know
room?
what we are talking about.
Chris. I want to go upstairs, Chris.
Take me to your room.
Okay.
What kind of deal with this?
I don't know. Sure. I'll.
Everything has a
escort you
price.
up to my room, yeah.
I've never made love to Satan.
Mikkel will need to say that again because everyone was talking.
Sorry.
I'll take him up to our room and just make it.
As you both come in, he closes the door behind you. Now, have you ever had anyone travel with you in your mind before?
I can't say that I have. I've spoken to people through my own mind to others, but I've never had people.
In that case, please lay down, and he kind of points over at one of the beds.
You have there?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
I need you to take off.
I think I'd like to do an insight check before doing it.
Just yeah, we're
Make it
14.
I need you to take off your shirt.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so horny, boy. It's all What?
Yeah, that's
No,
just a
it's-
4.
But it's actually not the case.
You don't know.
You don't sense. You sense a very guys. You sense a very curious person who he doesn't seem to have any
Bad
wrong,
intentions.
no
Okay.
bad intentions.
Sure, then I'll
Trust my form.
Yeah, trust my 4.
Yeah.
He seems trustworthy. I'll lay down.
You come over and lay down on the bed. He kind of looks at you and
Start
goes,
singing.
This might feel weird. Why did you have to do that?
It's very cool.
Now I can't make it cool because you're just thinking about dicks and boobs.
Well, you said he was curious.
Inspiration.
Desperation to all of you. You make nat 20 because
No, it's a very epic moment. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
I'll lay down.
And
as you lay down, he kind of pulls up a small. Actually, no, there wouldn't be any small chairs in there. He puts up one of the chests that you haven't put anything in, but he doesn't know that. Kind of just drags it around the side of the bed, sits down on it. I should say also that this is a pretty old human male.
That doesn't help.
I'm not where you guys are at all.
No, we're in fantasy land.
Yeah, in fantasy.
Yeah.
Very old and asexual.
Yes.
And as he sits down next to you,
Zoom, zoom.
he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder.
Yes. Of course it does.
I said his shoulder.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
He's just 11 years old.
I'm stopping now.
You're not there. You can't react to the
No,
situation.
I'm carrying a box.
Yeah. Don't fall over.
Okay, in the water.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Yes.
And he just looks at you and goes, now do me a favor and think of the exact moment you saw this green light.
And I do that.
And as you do, you just feel a massive pull in your body. And as we go back to the tavern, where everyone is currently fighting.
Oh, what a cost!
And the music is playing. Once again, the barkeep yells out of the top of his lungs, this time with a little more frustration maybe in his voice. That is it for today! And once again, similar to what we saw happening earlier, people high-fiving each other where people maybe have like a blue eye, or before now maybe they like have a broken tooth as well, or maybe a cut eyebrow. People have been fighting quite a lot, but at the same time it doesn't seem too unnatural to any of them. There's a really good let me just do this real quick. There's a really good vibe in the tavern right now. And
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
See quite a few of them start flipping coins towards you. You have this small stage. It's really not any big, but kind of start flipping coins up towards you. And some of them start kind of helping each other up and just really drunkenly start walking out the door. And as the bar is kind of half emptying, it's as if it's just being like substituted with new people coming in. And the barkeep just looks at you. Now don't get any funny ideas. We're almost out of glass for today.
For today.
Well, I start picking up all that money.
You get
Have you heard about
a
the castle?
total of 2 silver in copper.
That's like
Oh, that's okay.
copper.
That's okay.
That's
That's okay.
You're not exactly
I was
the
hoping
rich
for more.
part of town, let's put it that way.
I was hoping for more, but okay.
But you get 2 silver.
2 silver. Great.
And
300.
and the barkeep, as you are cleaning up, and he starts kind of picking up the broom and starts clearing out glass and whatnot, tells you, I'm sure you can make more if you come back and play again.
Well, I just might. This crowd is amazing.
And the people that are now coming in, somewhat sober, or at least most of them somewhat sober, sitting down, they're slowly starting to order beers and whatnot.
Tell me, Bash, why is it that they do not like other music than drum music?
Well, I mean, you're a half-orc yourself, you should know that the sound of drums just has a little more energy to it than most
it is the
other
gift of
instruments.
music.
Yeah, the drum is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sure is. I'm not really much for the more quiet type of music. Music to me is, for one reason and one reason alone, make energy in the room, and the drum does just that. When you play it too, as you saw here today.
Well, I am quite the musician as well. But tell me again about those silver tusks. I think I remember
not a whole lot
seeing
more
someone
to
with
say.
golden tusks. Are there any difference?
Have you seen that in Cremor?
Maybe I think I remember, yeah.
Make a deception check. Unless if you actually have seen
I
people.
actually think I saw that.
Okay, well then don't. I
might be mistaken.
cannot recall having ever met anyone with golden tusks before.
But does it have any a meaning? This
Again,
silver?
what the young ones do is what the young ones do. Sometimes they have ink in their body to showcase their power and strength and whatever else they want to portray on their bodies, and sometimes they paint their tusks.
Say, what if I wanted golden tusks?
I'm sure you could find a smith who'd be willing to do that for you if you had the money for it.
I look at my money and think, I'm gonna give it a go. Where is the nearest smith?
Nice.
Dungeon Master disappears.
Here. 30 copper.
You can get copper tusks.
Oh.
Copper tusk.
A copper tusk.
A couple of tasks.
Copper tusks.
You could be a carpenter.
Scotch.
Jesus.
Well, I suppose if you go to the eastern side of the harbor. Kilvart's anvil is run by Mr. Kilvart.
Kilowatts. What?
Anvil
Kilowatts.
is run by himself and his apprentices, and I'm sure if Jordan Tusks is what you want, then go ahead. But if you want my advice, considering that most of the half-orcs around here have opted to go with silver, I don't know you. I know you don't know me, but if there's one thing you don't want
I'm
to do,
the
then
Gonkk.
but I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. I'm just gonna give you an advice and say you don't wanna come off as someone who's better than anyone else.
But I am better than everyone else. I can use cutting words.
I mean, if you did play well tonight, I'll give you that. It's merely me trying to give a helping advice.
Well,
I
I'll have to
appreciate
get back to my work now, Mr. Gonkk. Again, you're always welcome to come back and play.
Well, I just might.
You're more than welcome to. And he just starts kind of brooming the floor as people sit down, and some of the other people up in the bar starts helping deliver out beer. We hop back to the dock where crates are still being carried, and you hear a bell ring up in the warehouse, and you notice that Gonkk comes out and just yells kind of out across the harbor. Time to shift, boys! And you see everyone kind of, I mean, they'll finish. If they're in the middle of walking with something, they'll go out and put it up. But if they're currently on their way back, they'll just go, and they'll come,
right.
They'll come walking back towards.
I'm gonna leave the box where I'm thinking I'm. Yeah,
you know where.
Yeah, the boat. Not that one. Yeah, I'll leave it and be like, oh, I guess this is it for now.
And one of the guys comes up to you, like one of the as you're kind of walking more and more. The closer you get to the warehouse, the more and more people are kind of getting together. And as you look into the warehouse, the big gates are open, and there you can see other people in the middle of putting on their work shirts, the same dockhand
like
shirts that you guys are wearing, and are kind of coming out to replace you, carrying boxes as they come out.
Do I see these the Urukar orc, half orc?
You do see him right next to you. He walks up to you as you're walking back. So how was working on the docks?
Well, it was alright. It was well, pretty much the same all day, but honest, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and it pays pretty well too.
I couldn't help it. It wasn't because I was trying to listen to conversation earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt the work. But I heard you said something about things getting stuck in the water.
Yeah, the bargemen seem to have a bit of trouble with some of the prams out in the open water. It's not really much of my concern, but I suppose if enough prams get stuck, somebody would have to go see to it. The bargemen, I don't know if they're outnumbered or not outnumbered, but understaffed these days are what it is, but they sure seem to make a trouble of it. And you kind of make your way in under the...
It's raining now?
It is raining. You kind of make your way in. You can see half the people that are coming off crates. The other ones are the crates that are already put in various places. People are coming to start put cloths and different fabrics over them to make sure that the boxes aren't getting soaked.
Cool.
You make your way in to the warehouse, where people are still working and walking around, and you can see up at the top. Let me just do this. Up at the.
This is cool.
Up at the top, kind of in the first floor up above, overlooking the entire inside of the warehouse. You see Hugo standing up there, kind of just looking out just for a couple of seconds, looking around, making sure everything is as supposed to. You see him kind of back off away from the window again.
Yeah.
Have you met Hugo?
Yes, I I had the honor of meeting him earlier today.
How did you like him? Or more importantly, how did he like you?
Well, he didn't like my friends very much, but didn't seem to have a problem with me, apparently.
No, if Hugo likes you, he looks out for you. He's a good man to have on your good side, let me put it that way.
Uh-huh.
He's helped me through quite a bit of things myself.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to be on his good side then.
And maybe, if you're lucky, you can, and he kind of just, again, fiddles with his tusks. Someday you could get a set of these for yourself.
Maybe.
Well, oh, sorry.
No worries. Are we flirting? No.
You're still.
No, that's. No, I was just saying that. Well, he seems like a direct guy, Hugo.
He doesn't like to waste his time, and I would advise that you don't waste his time either.
Yeah, of course.
Me and some of the boys are heading down to the bar to get a drink. Care to join us?
I'll just go get my stuff. I actually think my brother's at the bar right now, so.
You never told me you had a brother.
He's not. He's not your typical half orc, but he is my little brother. He plays music.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he play the drum?
he plays almost anything. So I've heard him dabble with the drum a couple of times.
They haven't torn him apart down at down at Rallery's Red Lodge, then I'm sure he'll be playing just fine.
Torn him apart?
You'll see what I'm talking about when we get down there.
No, wait. I mean, he's not the fighting type.
I suppose he better be. If not, then why would he be there in the first place?
I'll see you at the bar. I'll be there in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
sitting.
see you soon at the bar. I'm just gonna go get my stuff. Cool.
Sounds good. And Yves kind of just pulls off his shirt, kind of hangs it up on a little hook on the wall, where you can see a ton of other shirts are being hung up, and starts kind of whistles and kind of gets his friends over. And they a group of half orcs start walking down towards.
I go upstairs. Because I have my things. Yeah.
So how was your first day at work?
Well,
is what Hugo says to you as you come up.
It was all right. Hugo Rift was fine. Good physical work.
Here, and he just tosses you a very small pouch. Oh, actually, no, he wouldn't. He would just. It's really hard to catch 5 coins.
Yeah.
But I suppose he does, and you catch them.
Yeah, maybe I pick them up.
No, he wouldn't be tossing money on his own floor.
No.
But he gives you 5 gold.
5. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Reft.
And if you want to earn some more, come back here and we can see to it.
Good to know. I hope, if you don't mind, that I take the bad tunic with me again, the ugly one that we showed you earlier today.
What do you need that for?
Well, I don't really need it, but it's just.
Well, then I suppose it's no issue with you that I threw it out earlier.
No, that's no issue.
I don't see why anyone would want to make these tunics to begin with. It's probably, again, a small people problem.
Yeah. You talked about those the halflings.
Mm-hmm.
Have they been causing you a lot of trouble, or?
I've been trying to. Let's put it at that. But no, it's been a while since they've dared put their feet down in at least this part of the harbor.
So you don't know if I may be so bold, if they have like if they are doing like underground stuff, or like
what the small people do, it's none of my business as long as they don't interfere with what I do.
All right, well, tell me if you need any help one day.
Sure will. Where can I find you?
We're staying at Athtel's tavern right now.
If I need your help, I'll send someone over.
All right. I might be back for more work.
You know where you can find. There's always more boxes to be delivered
Yeah.
to the prams, and also, I suppose since you were around here and all, one of the bargemen came to me earlier and talked about their prams getting stuck in the water.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was actually gonna ask you.
Are you a swimmer?
Well,
Because I'm not a swimmer, and I don't think a whole lot of the people around here are either.
well, we have a river where I grew up, so yeah, I've been
Okay, a
swimming.
river here doesn't mean people know how to swim.
No, well, it's a lot more welcoming to swim in that river compared to this one. But
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose once you've fallen into River Island, or you don't do it again.
no, I guess not. But yeah, I can swim.
And then I suppose maybe the bargeman can need you for something too.
All right, I'll see what they need, I guess. Anyway, thanks, and see you around.
Yeah, have a good one, and yeah, as I said, if you need more work, feel free to come back.
I might. All right, I put my 5 gold in my in my bag.
Yeah.
Take my bag and I take off the shirt, the dog hands. You need this?
Just put it down with the rest of them.
Right. Well, good night.
And close the door behind you.
Yes.
And he sits back at his desk as you leave.
Right. I go out
Yeah.
and I start making my hastily way towards the bar.
Yeah. As you come down to the tavern, Urgar has already, you would assume, entered. He's not to be seen anyway. And you see that by the entrance, there's a person looking an awful lot like your brother.
The Gonkk.
Jimbo! Sorry.
That's not my name!
Gonkk. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel great. How are you?
You should have been here. Your brother plays a mean drum.
Oh, well, that's good. But what about? I mean, you're not hurt or anything? Or?
No.
They told me
as soon as they heard my drumming, they were like, "Oh, you should have been here."
I should.
I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Yeah. You're a great artist. I mean,
I
but,
really am.
but you sure that they just told me that's like a brawling tavern, and I know
Yes, because
that
when I
you are-
started beating my drum, they were so enthusiastic that they started beating each other. You should have seen it. Oh, I'm so good.
I mean, all right. I mean, I can imagine. I'm just glad you're safe. That's good. So what? So it went well. Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Made some money as well.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't earn as much as me.
Well, I don't know. They only paid like 5 gold at the docks, so.
Well, that's not a lot, huh?
No, I was surprised that was that much, but yeah, it's all right. I mean, I can't compare to you with your.
No, you really can't.
But that's all right. Should we make our way back to the others? I wasn't able to find anything more about his.
What are you looking at?
What?
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at the air.
At the tavern.
And this what's
Sorry,
what's
it just looked like you was talking to someone who's like
Who was
was sitting
invisible.
right beside of you or
I
something.
don't know. What do you mean? I've been having a very hard day today. It's been pretty like I need some rest and maybe a beer and I mean I would join the guys from the workplace, but I think we should get back to the others and see if they found out anything about.
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get much more information from Hugo Reft, but I guess that the half-orcs and the halflings don't really get on very well, so yeah,
Oh,
no
they don't?
surprise there. Should we go back to Athtel's and see if the others are there?
Yeah, you know, I've had a hard working day.
Yeah, me too. Well, you've been drumming all day, so
Yeah, that's hard.
it is. Can you just a second? I'll just say to the guys from work.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing now. I'm not. I'm just gonna stick my head in.
You are inside, but right at the entrance.
Oh yeah. Hey, do I see Urukar?
You see them sitting at the table.
Yeah. I just go over to them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Thanks for the good work. I'm actually gonna go with my half brother.
Stay for beer, Don.
I really wish I could, but I have my friends are waiting at the tavern. But maybe I'll come back later. Definitely. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Oh, I'm kidding.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm playing myself now. It's fucking horrible. No, that's it. No, that is I persuaded 6, I think. Just a second.
You really should stay for beer, Don.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is
And these whispering symbols?
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the table. Then I'm gonna see if there's a full mug of beer.
There would be.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna chug it.
Yeah!
Yeah, stealing beer.
And then yeah.
Make
Time to
a
fight.
sleight of hand check.
Oh, it's like a handshake.
Not your
Still
beer.
someone beat.
No,
There hasn't been a fight in the bar for
I'm
some
very
time
well
now.
aware. I have a plan. 5.
I can never tell with your reactions if it's a nat 20 or 5. But, could be both. As you grab for the beer,
Bullet time.
I get it.
you notice that the person who was probably going to grab for your hand or the beer is just looking at you instead, going, what the hell? I rolled 2.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm chugging it, and as I put down the beer on the table, I'm gonna go. A round of beers for my pals.
That's a lot of pals you got.
Reputation.
You just hear
With your 4 gold,
the
man.
entire bar.
Oh, yeah.
I have a little more
You hear the entire bar
for my pals.
starting to go.
At this point, I would like to cast Dancing Light and start playing my drum again.
We're never getting out of this bar.
Time to fight.
Shit my ass.
As you yell and Dom casts dancing lights and you Gonkk casts dancing lights and you look around, within a split second you see the table where there was a lot of beer you were standing. One of the, not the Euro guy, but one of the other guys just flips the table and jumps into the head of one of the other guys, and now everyone around you has started fighting. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Or initiative.
I was gonna say 20, not dirty 20.
The first thing that happens is that one of the guys who were kind of falling back by the table just comes up and swings at you, but you manage to dodge.
And I swing right back.
Oh!
Attack. Unarmed attack.
Unarmed.
Does the music count as help?
16.
You hit.
Yeah.
The
So
music,
it's what is your strength?
inspiration.
My strength, and like just
What is your strength modifier?
+4.
Okay, so yeah, you give him a real good punch straight in the face, and he just falls over on his back.
I just go like.
I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration on it.
Like primal. And then I'm feeling the drums, I guess. And then I stand up, and I'm like trying not to. I'm trying to control myself after the yell, after like the war cry thing.
Okay.
And I go towards the bar, towards the barman, and
as you walk up, you just see a bottle being tossed past you, and then it just shatters on the back wall of the bar, where Valerie is now taking bottles from inside the bar and starting to chuck them out towards people.
I'm gonna turn around. Do I see who tossed it at me?
There are a lot of people fighting right now.
Okay. Right.
And your brother's playing the drums.
All right. I'm gonna take 2 of the gold that I just earned today. So and then just like, cause I'm like, do I see a bartender anywhere or like?
I mean, Valerie is throwing things.
All right. Valerie. Valerie, yeah.
Bash Valerie.
I'm trying to like get eye contact with Valerie, and like.
Oh yeah, I never told him his last name to you, I suppose. But the place is called Valerie's something.
And like trying to, I put the money on the counter.
He does not notice. He's very occupied elsewhere.
All right, I'm gonna try and like get out from the bar and try to get my brother with me.
You walk towards the exit and start dragging your brother, who's currently kind of walking further and further into the bar as he is playing his drums and kind of dodging and weaving bottles and punches. And I'm not gonna control your RP moment.
All right. Gonkk, we're leaving now. We're leaving before everything turns crazy.
But this party is better than ever.
It's already crazy enough. Just come. I'm trying to drag you.
You are stronger than Gonkk.
I'm dragging you out on your neck.
I guess then the music stops.
As you get dragged out, you just hear the music stop for a second inside, and then immediately someone else starts playing the drums inside.
Leave it, Gonkk, leave it.
I would like to do something. I just have to look at my spells and stuff. I would like to
cast Shatter.
Oh, I don't have that. Oh, I don't have
the intro of today's
Gonkk.
I would like to cast Sleep right in the middle.
What?
Roll 5d8.
You have to roll a whole lot of d20s.
I don't have to roll anything. He's just rolling.
I have a question. How does that business even survive? Like,
people go up and give them 2 gold and go again.
Yeah. But I'm like,
and you never bought anything with the 2 gold.
No, I know, but I felt bad.
He's gonna buy pictures in glass.
I'm very
They have plastic cups.
25.
Very like.
Gentle guy.
I'm a gentle half-orc, regular.
Notice one person in the bar who was kind of in the middle of throwing a punch, just falling over, and as soon as he falls over, someone just comes with a chair and slams it at him.
Was it the guy that was playing the drums?
No. Okay, but the music continues, and so does the party.
I'm dragging you out by the neck.
Is there someone I can see still?
No, as you get out, the doors close. You can look over the doors, suppose, but you can't. There's just people everywhere right now.
I'm looking at you like.
If there's any possibility of me seeing a whole person, I would like to cast Vicious Mockery. Or if I can see the person playing the drums.
You cannot see the person playing.
Oh.
Leave it, Gonkk, leave it.
Let's go! Let go!
No, I'm dragging you.
Else, you're being dragged away.
You've been playing enough.
You slowly make your way back out into the.
You had
the docks.
Yeah. Gonkk, let's go home. It's already.
But there's someone else in there playing the drums.
I know.
Worse than I am.
I know. There's no one greater, but we gotta get back to the others. This is too crazy in there right now.
But are you listening to this? It sounds awful.
Yes, and you deserve also to be playing a better establishment. But you deserve.
Were you dragging or were you?
Russia! You deserve to be playing at much better establishments. All right?
I do, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You also have your loot. We wouldn't want to get that destroyed, would we?
I miss playing my lute.
Yeah, and we have a horn that is pretty much messed up right now, right?
My horse.
So maybe let's steer clear of this place just for the moment. So not any more instruments get destroyed, right?
Guess you're right.
But you were playing magnificently.
Yeah, I
even,
was.
Even I got very excited. Let's. Yeah. For a moment.
You threw in a good punch as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think I knocked him out. Anyway, let's go back to. I don't know why.
waited to
I knocked him out. It was kind of poetic.
Good, didn't it?
It was kind of poetic all of a sudden. Let's go to Athels and see what the others have found out.
Yeah.
You start walking back towards Athens. You are, I don't know if orcs sweat, but you do,
Yeah, we do.
right now, a lot. Because you've been in a trance for the last 2.5 hours playing your drum, if not even longer than that.
Jesus.
And as you walk, you can still just feel in your head the rhythm, the never-ending rhythm in your head.
Like when you come home from a festival.
Yeah, and you're still
And you're like in your room and it's just
that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
In a mental state of
Noise.
of rhythm.
Oh. So it's not that guy still playing in the bar.
No, it is just
Thank God.
you're out of audio audible range to be able to hear the bar now. Also, you don't have to mean even as loud as it was. Maybe actually that's you. It surprises you a bit that you don't have to be further away from the bar in order to not be able to hear it at all, because there's so much noise in the streets with carts and people walking and selling stuff and whatnot.
Nice.
We hop back to the two people who are currently making their way over to the office.
Yes, we are going to the garrison.
Yes.
We got his own.
The garrison.
You come down to the same entrance as the one you've been going to when you met with Melvin
Yes.
and open the door.
Go in. Are there any other people like you know the secretary? I can't remember his name.
Mr. Leidenprow.
No, the one we met several times. We just go in.
You go in. There's a person standing behind a desk.
Hello, sir. Hello again.
You have never met.
Oh, hello, sir. We were looking for Mr. Leighton Prowl.
Oh, do you have an errand? Have you scheduled the meeting?
No, we haven't. We
Mr. Prowl is usually not in the office. He's around in town doing different things. Unless if you have a meeting scheduled with him, I'm afraid you won't.
Can we schedule a meeting with him from you?
Well, I can write it up for you,
Yes.
but you would need, if everyone could just come in here and schedule a meeting with our most famous detective, he would never really have time to do a lot of detective work.
It seems that we have some.
But we were talking to Melvin earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should
About yeah.
I mean, if you can get Melvin to schedule a meeting for you, I'll happily write it up.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Is
So-
Melvin in?
As a matter of fact, and he kind of leans back, and you can see the door to his office is just a little bit open. No, I think he's left for today. But I'm sure you can catch him tomorrow.
All right.
Maybe we should just
yes.
do that.
Yeah.
Do you, by any chance, know where Leighton is now, or Mr. Prowl, where he is now?
No, I don't have a schedule of what Mr. Prowl works on. He's a detective after all, and most things he does are above my pay grade to know what it is.
I have an
All
idea.
right.
Where it is.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that's actually why we came here. So we'll talk to Melvin tomorrow about it.
But please do tell Melvin that we are coming in tomorrow to see him.
Will do.
He's here.
Great.
Yeah.
And what was your name?
I'm Barzoom.
Yes, Kevin Riddlewood.
He just writes down. Good.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that was it. So we leave.
Let's go to Seek.
Yeah, let's go back to
See
the
if
tavern. See if he's met up with the mage. Yeah.
You leave the garrison and the Theodon as a whole, and as we hop back to the tavern, We don't see anything because we aren't there. We are inside Sieg's mind. And
Dormammu.
what Sieg, what you see is as you kind of open, you felt this pull. I mean, you were laying down, and yet it felt like you were falling. You feel this pull in your body, and as you open your eyes, you find yourself standing in what appears to be number 18, but everything is similarly to what happened when you had that vision or whatever you thought it was last time. Like the colors are weird, and it's clearly not just you watching things with your eyes. And as you look down yourself, you see that you're transparent. And you stand in this room, and you can see what appears to be Gonkk about to lift his head over the top of the window, and the rest of you lying on your stomachs on the ground.
Okay, do I see Neil?
As you have opened your eyes and look around, you feel this hand on your shoulder that you didn't notice was there, but as soon as he kind of lets go, you notice that he's standing next to you. So, was this the place?
Yes, this is the place.
And where was this green light?
It was walking out in the street towards us.
And you just see him starting to walk. Outside.
After him.
Yeah. You walk, and as he comes up to the door, he just kind of vanishes through the door. Yeah. You walk up with him, and as you we had to do the through door spell before you. I'm sorry for making it look really cool.
It's not vocal apparently.
You know it's only somatic. He just went
so cool until it was for
on purpose. He did this in front of him to make it look like he comes outside, and you do the same. And you're now standing outside in. It's a weird landscape, which is not at all the same as you remember it as. It's just as if it's a big pitch of black everywhere. You can't see the big tree that was there. You can barely even see the road. There's really nothing there at all. And as you kind of look back towards the house, you kind of met by Gonkk's eyes over the top of the window.
I'll point in the direction of where we saw the light coming towards us.
Again, you're standing in, it's weird to explain, but it's as if you're standing in nothing.
Okay. In like a memory that's blurred and black.
Well, I mean, right now you can see the house, but everything around it, where you're standing as well, is just a kind of like a big fog. A thick kind of, what do you call it? You know, in the morning.
Yeah, the morning mist.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of that, but just really dark.
Okay.
And Neilrim looks to you and goes, I'm afraid we can't travel in time, so to speak, the way that you think this might be. No, we can only see what you saw.
Okay. Should I step inside the house again to see? Because he was...
Did you see him here?
I saw him here.
Then I suppose you'll be out here soon.
In a minute, yeah.
And you stand outside and you see Gonk's kind of looking down again. And as you see the door behind you open from inside, it's as if everything around you becomes the terrain that you saw, and you see yourself standing in there looking out the door.
Okay. Before this happened, this green light, we also have a suspicion that he shot some arrows that also make people fall asleep. Also, they vanished afterwards. Have you heard of this type of magic before?
I can't say that I have vanishing arrows. I mean,
More sort of dance than arrows.
if you have had... You can make everything vanish if it wasn't there to begin with.
That's true.
No, I can't say that I've heard of vanishing dance before, but it's not far-fetched to exist, I suppose. There is a lot of magic out there, and while I'm capable of a lot of it too, it's very possible that a lot more exists than what I know of. As you look, you see right behind you dancing lights starting to light up behind you, but still in this kind of grey tone, weird look. And Neil goes to you again. Tell me again, are you sure this is where you saw him?
Yes, I'm quite sure.
And a few moments later, when the lights kind of fade out, you see what appears to be this kind of, it's almost like a cloud, just very, also kind of transparent, but this green light cloud thing floating straight towards you.
There it is.
And you seem to stop and look weirdly for a second towards this thing. And as it comes closer towards you, it kind of just starts kind of walking in circles around it. I can't say that I've seen this before. This is rather interesting. And this cloud of light talked to you?
Yes. Talk through like you did with the messages. And it told us to either get the cargo, and by cargo we think that it means children. That it wants children. And we're supposed to deliver the cargo in 10 days, and that's 7 days from now.
Well, I don't suppose you would want to deliver
Oh, that makes sense.
these kids to him or her or whatever this may be. Is there anything else? Did this being say anything else to you? Anything you remember?
Well,
And you can see as you're talking and kind of thinking over what you want to say, he's still just continuing to really study this, this cloud that now for the first time you're seeing up close as well.
well, he didn't really say that much, that either we should get the cargo in 7 days, or we would become the cargo. And it was a male voice speaking to us. And we were thinking it might have to be, it's number 18 is the Danaher family's store. So we thought it might have something to do with that.
I don't know too much about Danny Hills. Was there anything else than this light? Anything you saw? Anything that could help? We can only be in here for so long.
Yeah, well,
Was there anything else?
all that I know is that we were supposed to come here with a lantern and turn on the light, and then we were supposed to deliver the cargo as it said in the letter we found.
And you have this lantern?
We have the lantern, yes.
Did you light it?
No.
Is there anything else here that we should see? Anything that could help?
I don't think so.
Well then, and you just kind of grab your shoulders and you get flung out of this thing again. And now find yourself lying in your bed with him sitting next to you. And as you open your eyes, kind of, again feeling a little dizzy, weird, you look up and you see that you're in the bed where you were before. It started raining outside, and he kind of opens his eyes as well. I don't know about this light of yours, but I think I know people who might. When did you say you would meet this being again?
I think it was 2 days ago we had. Yeah, 2 days ago, so in 7-8 days.
I'll tell you what. I will seek counsel with the people that I know, and I will find you again. I suppose you are staying here?
We're staying here for the duration, yes.
I will find you again when I know more, and until then, should you see this light, make haste to Umbra, and she can inform me.
Perfect. And is there... I would feel more safe to be able to contact you directly. Is there somewhere I can find you? Instead of going through the middle. I understand you need your privacy, of course, but it would be...
You talked about the way that I talked to you, as if being something you're capable of doing too.
Yes.
Can you do that over large distances?
Not in the moment, no.
Well, then I'm afraid our contact will be limited. I will come to you, and should you be in danger, talk to Umbra. She knows me.
Perfect.
She will know where I am.
Perfect. Is there anything else we are, as I told you, quite new in town, is there anything we need to know that stirring in the other city or in the city that we should know?
As far as I know, there isn't really much about the city. No, I mean, people talk of crime and different things, but nothing on the scale of what you've talked about, nothing on the scale of what you've just shown me either. I will look into this, and I will see what I can find out.
Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated.
Is there anything else I should know before I leave?
I really wish that my friends were here. We saw different things, but in the same spectre, and I think they will be back in a few moments, so if you want to wait, so you can get their sides as well.
Do they know something that you don't?
They might know, yes.
I suppose if they are coming soon, do you know that they're coming soon?
Why, they should be working their way back here by now. They knew, and I ran here to find you. So, if you don't mind
I suppose
waiting,
I could stay for a little while longer. And he just kind of sits up on the stool that he's sitting on. Just kind of sits up. Do you have any reading material here?
I do believe Borsoon have some books, yes. I don't believe if he left his pack here. I'll go over and rummage through your things.
Yeah.
I don't think. Did you leave your backpack there? No, you didn't, right? I don't think.
I don't remember
anything at the place.
leaving anything.
I left a couple of things there.
Okay, but I don't think anyone else did, because
Okay.
I remember asking, and not really anyone said that they were. So there's nothing.
I don't think I have anything in.
Well, I suppose if they're on their way, then we'll just wait for them. And he just kind of sits up and sits in his own mind. And not too much later, no, as a matter of fact, Kevin and Basum, you make your way back to the tavern. You're outside in the rain, and you're met by two guards out front.
Oh yeah, that's true. We can't actually get in, can we?
It's
Well,
not locked.
If
I didn't lock
Zeke's
it
in
up.
there, we,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I guess.
They wouldn't know.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah,
State your
residents.
business.
Hello there.
Yes, we are residents here at the inn,
Yeah.
and one of our associates, Zeke, a satyr, should be waiting for us inside.
Ah, the Sata. Yeah, you may enter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It should come up the doors.
I use knock.
I'm gonna punch it open.
You walk on inside and see this empty
Wild magic, der bare
tavern.
låser døre.
Zeke,
People calling from downstairs.
I'm up here, guys. In our room.
Was he here?
He is here.
Right, we go up to the room.
You make your way upstairs and you walk into the rooms. As you enter, you see this old person or elderly human
Hello, guys.
sits up and looks at you.
Yes, this is.
Oh, you have a tea in here.
Yes, we do.
Yes. Have you met a lot of my kind?
A fair bit.
Anyone that were friendly?
Oh yes, the majority of Tibetans I've met have been very kind to me.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
glad to hear that.
This is Mr. Neil Rem. He's the mage sent from Indala's Rest.
Ah, yes, of course.
Tell me, are you good with puzzles?
Puzzles? Might be.
No, never mind. I thought of something, but it might be something
Oh,
else.
what was it? He's actually quite good. He's just underselling himself. He's quite good at puzzles.
No, I
Might be.
It's all right. It's fine.
If you want to bring it up again, feel free. I would love to help you with.
Practice until you ask
I would
me
love
next
to.
time.
I'd love to help with any puzzles you might have problems with.
He's also an inspiring mage. This one.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It's just
Your friend Zeke
Yes.
has told me that you might know something of this green light you've seen that he wouldn't know. Is there anything you can tell me?
Did you talk about the fact that he could seem to control minds as well? Like there were some guards that led us.
Yeah, he took over the guards' bodies.
And it seemed like that they were kind of mind controlled, or they woke up from their mind control while we were with them.
One of them, he actually spoke through one of them to tell us that we had a 10-day until.
We would become the cargo.
Yeah.
Or find it for him.
Yes.
As I filled him in some parts with.
He also
actually went inside my mind and saw.
he used an
It's a very powerful
illusion spell on us. Also at some point.
Oh, the chains.
Yeah, he tried to. I think he tried to get us to reveal where the cargo might be without, while trying to trick us to think that we were free. Yeah, I think it was an illusion, or like some sort of trance.
Yeah, some sort of mind jail.
Yeah, mind jail where we were all present together.
It seemed like he was quite good at, finding people. I was outside when the others were talking to the soldiers, and all of a sudden lights flew around me. And I think he might have found me there. I ran, and then I ran straight into this green light, and then I just fell asleep and woke up with the.
Also, back in the cave, do you remember?
A cave?
Yeah, that's where we found the cargo.
Yes.
Where we found the children.
Yeah, the
There was
children
wasn't there like a bracelet that had that same green
Yes.
essence,
Yeah.
and it had the power of.
Assume doesn't talk much, but when he does.
He says good things. Yeah, there are some. That's.
It had the power of making its wearer sleep.
Do we have that bracelet still?
Bracelet, you say?
Yeah,
I
it
put
seemed
it
like a
on and
bracelet.
I fell asleep just like when I saw that light, and it was green as well.
But we don't have it still.
No, he took it off me when
When we
Imbuing
left.
items with magic abilities is nothing new.
all the children had these green bracelets.
Yeah, it had that
bracelets
same
on.
green essence. That's why I thought of it. Same green light that we've noticed every time someone falls asleep.
But somehow there were no bracelets when we actually got to the children.
Yeah, he must have taken them.
Yes. I'm so glad you're here. It's so nice that when things I don't remember, you can back me up. So thank you so much.
Of course you can. No one can remember everything. I try.
Is there anything else? Maybe is there more people coming, or is this it?
There are two more, but I don't.
We left them
Well,
up at the docks.
There is a lead that we're following that has something to do with it. When we found the children, there were crates and barrels filled with dock hands uniforms that apparently are fake.
And Grimoire guards as well.
Yes,
Poorly made.
poorly made, fakes, and we delivered one box of each, a box and a crate full of these things, and there was nothing else in it when we went here.
That's why we went to
Yeah.
Grimoire to follow
Follow on the lead.
that trail. Yeah.
You see, one of the things is that this young fellow here, his brother has been taken, and that's why we are doing this with such urgency.
Please don't say that. He's not dead.
No, I mean, it's never great to have lost a sibling regardless of whether he's dead or not.
No, that's why we're finding him. We're trying to find him.
Yes.
And I would love to help you.
Yes.
Is there anything else I should know?
I can't.
That's all I can remember right now. We saw a symbol like a
Yeah, never ending. The symbol-
infinity
symbol. Yeah.
And 8, like the number 8 tilted, laying
I
down.
know what it
Yeah. It
Just
was,
to make sure that I.
This is brand new information.
It was on the. Was it on the cart, on the wheels, or was it on the barrels?
I think so.
I can't remember if it was on the torch as well.
Yeah,
I
the
think
lantern.
yes.
I'm gonna take the torch out.
Yes, you have the
Check.
torch.
This is the lantern that we talked about.
Yes.
Isn't it a torch?
It was a lantern when we first got it. I don't know if you've known some transmutation magic and turned it into a torch, but that's.
I thought it was a torch as well.
Or maybe in the letter it was. It said something about light the torch, but
Light the lantern.
but it was a lantern.
The torch.
If Kevin
Lantern.
recalls correctly,
The land torch.
If the DM.
The lantern.
wait for the torch to be lit, then light your own. Oh, wait for the torch to be lit, then light
Your
your
own.
own.
Your own.
It's a tantern.
Torture!
A lord.
A land torch.
Well, whatever it is, I'm taking it up.
If you want it described, my idea with it is that it's not a lantern like you would have a oil lamp or something. It's more of a wooden shaft with a metal bottom and then a metal top as well. Imagine those kind of torches that you would have like staking out at castles
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah.
on the wall. It's that sort of thing.
Okay.
I just suppose it's more of a. I guess it is more of a torch thing, but it's not really. It doesn't look like a one-time use kind of torch.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
But
Yes,
um,
that's the one I talked to you about.
I can't remember if there is there an infinity symbol on it. No.
But there is a big arrow saying he is over here. No, no, there isn't.
The name of the
Do you mind
leader.
if I take a look at it?
Sure.
Of course.
Maybe it's imbued with
Yeah.
magic in some sort of way.
As he touches
Well, as you see, as a matter of fact, it is.
Well,
Why didn't you use detect magic? Oh, right, he's not here.
Why didn't
You're not here. Why are you not here?
Why are you talking to a person who's not here?
Yes.
why are you looking at me?
Okay, Emil, we're gonna go this way.
Shut up.
As you see,
Oh my god.
this is no ordinary torch. Would you mind if I take it? And I will try and see if I can find out its exact properties. If it's any use to you, I will gladly bring it back.
I don't think we should light that thing.
No, but he's a mage. He can probably.
Okay,
Yeah. I don't mind.
Yes.
No,
I
he
think
seems
definitely
very
think
trustworthy,
you should.
Hit the fall.
I think Kevin is just gonna give him a glance. Like, does he detect anything? Like,
You really
Insight
want
check.
to roll an insight.
Yeah.
check. Feel free to roll.
Me too.
Can I help with that?
Something tells me there's a wizard
yeah,
outside.
that's a dirty 20.
Oh.
And you do not sense
Anything living.
Deception.
if anything, his curiosity has turned into more of a. I mean, just from when you entered the room and talked to him initially, the vibe that you kind of got there, He's not nervous by any means, but he seems more serious now than he did before.
Yeah, okay.
And he's still standing here, kind of looking at this torch. Is there anything else I should know?
I think that's it.
He was working with a
knoll.
a knoll, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And kobolds.
His name was Klax.
yeah. But I don't think we'll
Yes,
find any more.
and a lot of kobolds. It's
Yeah.
very weird. We haven't
He looked
seen
like
any.
this, and I use what's it called?
Disguise kit or
No, disguise self,
disguise
and turn myself into
a kobold?
Klax.
Okay.
Clacks.
Well, I have seen gnomes before.
Okay.
But yes, that is what they look like.
Oh, I thought he had like some distinct kind of no look.
He's a gnome.
Well,
I've been,
drawn it in.
but I've been trying since we came here to like see from time to time if there were any other gnolls or kobolds running around the city, but I haven't seen any at all. And that cave where we found the children was filled with kobolds and that gnoll.
I haven't heard about kobolds in. I mean, I have heard about kobolds in caves and quite a few.
Oh,
of
they look
them,
like this.
But not in. Yes, they look like.
Okay.
But no, not in these werewolves.
No,
anyway.
okay.
If there is anything else that you would like to say, your friend Sig here would know how to reach me.
Yes.
But if that is it, then I best be on my way.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to hear from you.
And he kind of takes a step back and looks out the window, which he can't because you're in the back room, so there's no window to look out. But he hears the thunder. He hears some thunder. Oh, the weather is...
Yeah, it started raining half an hour ago.
It does rain here a lot, doesn't it?
Does.
And he kind of takes his hand up in front of himself and makes a gesture, and you just see this kind of
Green light.
shattering, green light, and you all fall asleep. You see this kind of shattering in the middle of nowhere, kind of what you know in meta knowledge to be a portal opening.
I get excited.
And you see that on the other side of this portal is what looks like a very nicely furbished room with a lot of kind of towels and carpets on the walls. And he just walks through there and the portal goes in time.
The bell.
And as the portal closes and you're all standing for a second going,
Wow.
you hear two people talking with the gods down by the entrance.
Yelling.
I don't remember his last name, goddammit!
I live here.
And Dom and Gonkk have made their way to.
I tell you, I am the god.
I'll walk downstairs and just open the door and just look.
See?
Where have you been?
Before you open the door,
Okay.
you guys arrive and you talk to the gods and state your business.
Well, we live here.
We're staying here at Athel's, yeah.
Yeah.
Together with, a group of
Are you with
friends.
the satyr?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the satyr, yeah.
They go in.
Thank you.
That's my
And,
manager.
As you walk in and you
That's
come
his
out,
manager.
and you come out. To
That is
the,
his
kind of
manager.
the hall, you see them coming up the stairs.
Right.
Perfect. Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Just missed an amazing magician, man.
Well, you just missed an
Yeah.
amazing show.
It was
I
really
would
cool.
imagine you're quite the spectral.
I
Yeah,
am.
you are.
Oh, you should have seen it. You're my manager
I
as
know.
well.
I
How much
didn't
did you
expect
make from the concerts?
Did you make money?
I actually made 5
Of
gold.
course I
today.
You made 5 gold. And how much did you make then?
Much more than that.
Much more than that, I tell you.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, what did you find out?
Take your word
tell
for
me
it.
everything.
Roll an insight check.
And you sit down
Inspiration.
and you talk about
I think, yeah.
everything that you
'Cause
have
it's
found
gonna
out.
be-
And obviously you
It's gonna be
have
rough.
experienced quite a bit, the two of you. You at the library have experienced quite a bit, and you as well have experienced quite a bit. And you spent the kind of the rest of the evening sitting up here in the room, talking over everything that you've all done and seen today.
And I go down and I lock the door just to make sure that it's locked.
So all the other
You go down, you lock the door, and quickly evening turns to night. And
I've also told them about not getting any more
I
information.
just take for granted you guys have not held any secrets from each other.
Exactly.
You all go to bed, and you still hear the carts outside. No matter the time of day, they will be running down the streets. People are still out on the streets. You don't hear the same yelling of people wanting to do trading and selling and stuff like that, but the carts are never ending. And that's where we end today's session.
Lovely.
Man,
Perfect.
crazy.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Session number 12. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We will see you next time.
See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.